Washington, D.C. is paying up for violating the Second Amendment rights of Americans who were locked up in the district for exercising their constitutional rights. Pay attention to this one. First, I want to thank the sponsor of the video. That's TriStar Trading. Yes, they make all of the Guns and Gadgets shirts, from the We the People shirt all the way to the Smokey the Bear, Only You Can Prevent Tyranny, to the Awesome Possum, to the Trash Panda, and they are having a Labor Day sale from now until midnight Monday. Save with code LABOR20, and the link is down below. Thanks to TriStar Trading for being a great friend of the channel and the family. Guys, also, if you're into the Second Amendment, then subscribe to this channel down below. I will keep you up to date with everything that you need to know about what's going on in the Second Amendment. And if you want to stay in the know, join the channel. Hit that subscribe button down below. Check your subscription. All right, let's get into this. So the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C. has settled a class action lawsuit filed by six gun owners who were arrested in the nation's capital for violating gun control laws that have since been struck down by the courts. Washington, D.C. has agreed to pay millions of dollars to the plaintiffs and their attorneys for infringing on their Second Amendment rights. Finally, the settlement received preliminary approval from U.S. District Court Judge Royce C. Lamberth on Monday, with D.C. agreeing to pay over a total of $5.1 million. Of course, the taxpayers are paying for that, of course. Each of the six named plaintiffs will receive a whopping $50,000 under the terms of the agreement, with an additional $1.9 million going to their attorney's fees. And the larger class of more than 3,000 affected gun owners, well, they'll be divvying up about $3.1 million between them. Now, Judge Lamberth had previously ruled back in September of 2021 that D.C. arrested, jailed, prosecuted, and seized guns from six people, here's a quote, based on an unconstitutional set of laws, end quote, and violated their Second Amendment rights. The judge also said that the laws were part of another quote, part of a gun control regime that completely banned carrying handguns in public, end quote. Now, the laws that they got arrested over? A ban on carrying handguns outside of the home, and others that effectively ban non-residents from carrying guns in D.C. at all. Now, these folks were arrested between 2012 and 2014 on gun-related charges, and they filed a lawsuit in 2015. Now, for years, if you're not a member of this channel, for years you've heard me talk about different lawsuits related to this, but most D.C. residents could not even own guns in their own homes in D.C., let alone possess them in public. But that all changed with the landmark case, 2008 Second Amendment United States Supreme Court case from D.C. resident, our friend and friend of the channel as well, Dick Heller, which his case, D.C. versus Heller, invalidated D.C.'s handgun ban. Now, the other laws that these folks got jammed up on were struck down in Palmer versus District of Columbia, which is a 2014 case, and that case struck down D.C.'s total ban on carrying handguns in public and enjoined the district from banning non-residents from legally registering firearms. Registering firearms legally. That's unconstitutional too, but yeah. And in 2017, a federal judge invalidated D.C.'s requirement to obtain a concealed carry permit, significantly opening the door for more law-abiding citizens carrying legal firearms. Now, those arrested include the lead plaintiff, Maggie Smith, who's a nurse from North Carolina. She was pulled over by D.C. police for a routine traffic stop in June of 2014, according to the court documents. Smith, who had no criminal record, none, informed officers that her car contained a pistol that was licensed to her in her home state, and then the police promptly arrested her, seizing her gun and taking her to jail, where she stayed overnight. Way to go, constitutional cops. In another case, Gerard Cassignol, who's a Maryland resident, he was driving home from his job in Northern Virginia, cutting through the district, where he got pulled over. When police asked whether he had a gun in the vehicle, he said yes, giving the police the combination to the locked safe where he kept it. Yeah, you're supposed to be covered under federal law for that, yeah. Well, he was ultimately jailed for 2 nights on those gun charges. Now, the charges in both of those cases I just mentioned, as well as others, they were dropped after the ruling in Palmer. But Cassignol lost his job after the arrest, and another plaintiff had his top secret security clearance placed under review. So now these folks are getting paid, but not enough if you ask me. Yes, the attorneys get the lion's share, the $1.9 million, but these folks lost a lot, and they definitely should be getting more than 50 grand. Hopefully, they're not a prohibited person. Hopefully that was taken care of as well. While this is a win for the Second Amendment, guys, in the belly of the beast, I doubt it'll stop their habitual line stepping when it comes to violating the constitutional rights of Americans. But what say you? Man, I really appreciate y'all watching every day. It means a ton to me, and it's the reason I continue to do this. So please subscribe to the channel down below if you want to stay in the know. You want to help support the channel. That's one of the best ways to do it. The other ways are like the video and share it. It goes a very long way in this anti-gun algorithm here on YouTube that's been kind of punching at the channel for the last week or so. So if you could help me out, I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I want you all to be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Because we are the ultimate first responders. We are our own first responders. Remember that. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.